Reggae Redemption family, what a guan. What's happened, you all? It's been a while. It's been a minute since you all have seen me on the vlog. And I've got cool guests today. And it's random. It's not Sunday morning, but you never know when your night nurse is going to show up with goodness and light, right? So you all may see a familiar face in Jess Bradley from Kind of Cool Productions, who is also the filmmaker who's creating a film about yours truly, your night nurse, and that's in the making for a now 2026 release. But prior to even starting and connecting, or as we say in Rastafari, I connecting with me about the night nurse piece, just and Kind of Cool Productions, these folks were working on a film that I've had the pleasure of seeing before again and again, and it's amazing. And we've got a premiere on YouTube, which is what this broadcast on the vlog is about. So I'm going to welcome, first of all, Jess from Kind of Cool Productions to the show. Welcome, Jess.
Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, by all means. And Lucas, Well Fed Ed is the title of the film. And you are what most folks think, Lucas. You are Ed, well fed. But we're going to learn all about what all of that means. But I want to welcome you to the vlog as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So Jess, I'm going to start with you because it's your brainchild, but it's also so deeply rooted in your story and your journey, Lucas. So I want the folks to have an overview of Well Fed Ed, and then have you just kind of launch into the fact that it's already premiered, but that the YouTube premiere is another big deal. So let's go for it, Jess.
Yeah. So the film follows Lucas on the food truck, and we tell his story, what led him to start a food truck. It's a 27-minute film, and it's about nourishing the community and overcoming adversity, and it's about family, and it's about love. And we're going to premiere it on YouTube live Sunday, March 2nd, 7 p.m. We'll be on there live chatting with people, so I hope everyone will put that on their calendar. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Kinda Cool Productions and get updates about the premiere. And we're releasing some behind the scenes stuff too, so we're looking forward to that. And we've been screening this film in Wilmington over the last 6 months, and we've had great crowds and great feedback. And now we're ready to share it with the world on YouTube and kind of spread the word about healthy eating and nutrition. And Well Fed Ed is well established in this community, serving up great food everywhere. And I started working on the truck, helping Lucas, and it's just great vibes, and it fits really well with, I think, your audience and the message behind reggae and Rastafari. So
Yeah. Good stuff. Thanks, Jess and Lucas, the man of the hour. We're talking about a food truck. So it's a plant-based food truck, correct, Lucas? And I want you to kind of give us the elevator piece about your plant-based food truck and how you even got into this piece anyway.
Oh man, I've never done an elevator piece before. You're gonna have to specify what that means.
Elevator speech. It's like if you had from floor to floor to talk about it, how much time do you have? You can encapsulate your story.
Well, the Well Fed Ed story would not be possible without you guys.
I know. Do your best, man. It's all good.
And I'm just so thankful to both of y'all because I've been knocking on doors and people have been opening them, and I just feel blessed to be able to bring our food to people, and to have it highlighted in this documentary that Jess has put together so professionally and just caught the essence of it. And on his own dime too, Kinda Cool Productions, did it out of the goodness of his heart. So that's what it's all about, is taking care of each other. And I know it starts with what you're putting in your body is what you can give out. And if you're putting good, clean, healthy, nourishing foods in your body, then you can put out that same love. And it's all about energy. And what goes in comes out. And I'm just thankful that, Well Fed Ed, my wife gave me the chance to give it a shot. And what we do is we deliver plant-based food to the Wilmington community. And we're trying to get the message out, and this video is going to help that.
And so that is a great segue. I want you not in an elevator speech. How about I give you more space to show up? I want you to talk about why this matters and and why eating in this way, plant-based, mattered to you. And in Rastafari, we call it Aital, and we say Aital is vital. And so that just means the cleanest eating that you can do. So if you could just kind of open up about, as at your comfort level, of course, why this way of eating and this way of life became what it has to you and yours.
So it's an ongoing quest for truth, and I'm just always looking for more, because when you believe you know the truth is when you get stuck, and God and truth and energy is always transforming and changing, and I'm trying to remain open to that, just open to the fact that the truth could change, and you got to just listen and look and feel. And this plant-based eating started, I grew up on a hog farm, and it wasn't just a hog farm. It was also, fruits and vegetables, but we had hogs, we had beef cows. And I never thought I would be, I heard the word vegetarian every so often. I never thought I would be, some people call it a vegan. I call it a plant-based eater. Because I got sick. I had cancer in 2017. I was diagnosed, and I started doing my own research, and that's something that could change. And that's why the education part needs to change too, because our own curiosity in schools a lot of times is getting squashed. And I've just always been a curious person, and I went out on my own and started researching, kind of like Jess did himself. And we connected, and we found out that plants and the alkalinity in plants, as we are alkaline creatures, just makes us flourish. And that's what led me to eating a plant-based diet. And I'm just so thankful that I feel great. I feel youthful. I feel energetic. I'm 46. I feel like I'm 26.
That's awesome.
And I just want to share that feeling with Port City and beyond.
Well, you're able to do that through your food truck, which is everywhere, to Jess's point, in our community. And Jess, I'm going to come back to you in terms of how this film has impacted what you all have experienced by way of your creating this film, and Lucas being generous and open and vulnerable enough to invite you into not only his story, but his family. What have been the impacts, and what do you see futuristically for Well Fed Ed, the film?
Oh yeah, the screenings have been great here in the community. We had a premier Cameron Art Museum. We had about 100 people there, and just people engaging. And a lot of people are curious about this, and you hear different things in the news, and there's a lot of misinformation. And so, people that do this and try this for even a couple of weeks, you feel better, your energy levels are up, it can, you don't get sick as often. You're giving the body the nutrients that it needs. And it's not just eating plant-based, but trying to eat organic and trying to eat non-GMO. And there's so many things with industrial agriculture that we face, and what is true and what isn't true. And so, engaging with people is what Lucas's mission and idea was, and having a food truck and then extending that through the film, I think is really helpful, just to educate people so they can make their own decisions with information that we believe is currently factual. And like, science changes, sure, but the evidence on whole foods is pretty solid right now. And so check out the film. You'll connect with Lucas and his story, and hopefully want to come out and try the food, and maybe, ask us some questions. We're happy to share with different little tips and tricks eating this way and things like that. And, once the film is on YouTube, we can share it worldwide, and we're hoping to do more podcasts and kind of just continually spread that message.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you, Jess. I'm gonna come back to you, Lucas, in terms of purpose and intentionality, and going back to that same word I keep using, which is impact. What do you want people to take away, from your story in general, with or without Well Fed Ed as a film, and also from the film itself? What do you hope people who watch the film now, that's going to be worldwide on YouTube, take away? Like maybe your top 2 takeaways. What do you hope they learn?
When I was about 14 or 15, my
Yeah.
dad told me to go check the cow fence, and I did it kind of halfway. And he told me, he said, Lucas, if you're going to do something, do it right. And that's how I feel about. He used a couple of explicatives in there too because the cows got out, but
Uh-oh.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel about. I deserved him too. In fairness, that's how I feel about life. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna live, do it right. Live life to the fullest, and that's eating this way helps you do that. And that's one thing that I want people to grasp, and just to, so that they have the opportunity to feel healthy and not have sickness hindering them and pulling them back from their dreams. And it could be a beautiful world if we all reach our potential. So that's the main impact that I'm hoping.
I think that's amazing. I don't want to cut you off. Did I cut you off? I apologize.
Not at all.
So Lucas, one of the things that I can say, just as someone who has, my father has had cancer, and he got to ring the bell, and it was prostate cancer. You've tackled it yourself. I don't know of any family or anyone that I'm close to who hasn't had a bout with cancer, whether it's personally or through someone who they care for or love and respect. So I'm saying this to you and Jess. So Jess, I'm going to come to you since it's kind of closer to the closing of the conversation, because I don't want to keep you guys. I know you got important work to do. But Jess, when we're talking about the potential for plant-based eating to impact, and neither of you are medical professionals, but it sounds as though you both believe that plant-based eating really can impact overall health, let alone cancer. And I know that each of you have done your own research, again, not rooted in any kind of degrees or any official information, but personally. So Jess, my question would be to you in terms of people and their curiosity, and not trying to sell folks or convince people of your mindset, but the value of just hearing you all out, watching this film. The takeaways can have an impact on health, and how curious can people be, and how excited can people be about plant-based eating as it relates to their overall health, even cancer. So kind of just an overview of that.
Yeah, 7 years ago, I needed to lose some weight, and I had blood pressure problems and cholesterol problems, and I did research. And I said, I'm going to try this for 6 months. And I lost 30 pounds, and my energy was up. I could run twice as far as I used to. So I did it. I think the way to learn and to test things out is to do it yourself and try it. There's no negative to trying this even for 2 weeks, right? You don't even have to be 100%. You can ease into it, that kind of thing. The goal here is health and vitality, as Lucas always says. And that's what, people need to just give it a try if you're curious and do some research. There's a lot of good information out there now. And to your point, food can be a medicine for sure. In regards to cancer, yeah, everyone's touched by it. My family's touched by it. There's a lot of factors. You can get cancer in a lot of different ways, environmental factors. But if your body is healthy, any kind of sickness that you get, you can fight it better.
Absolutely. So as we close, I want either of you, maybe you, Jess, since you are kind of the nuts and bolts of this, and this is your story, Lucas, tell us about the premiere, when it's going to happen again, how people can plug into what I consider, because I've been following you all because of my affiliation with Kind of Cool Productions, but how people can plug into what I call a movement and follow the truck, get some of this great food, see the premiere on YouTube, and just all of the logistical stuff. Jess, if you will.
Both Lucas and I are on Instagram. You can find us on there. I'm at Kind of Cool Productions, and Lucas is at WellFedEd 2022. And the film will premiere on my YouTube page on March 2nd, 7 p.m. live, and we'll be on there chatting with people. And if you're not available that night, it'll be on there, indefinitely, and you can check it out. So.
And what's your YouTube page again? The address?
At Kind of Cool Productions.
At Kind of Cool Productions. What am I leaving out? What have I not asked you all that you want to share? with the Reggae Redemption audience? Outside of the fact that Lucas, don't be on the down low. You are a hardcore reggae fan. You love your reggae music. I know that. But what am I leaving out, you guys, that you all want to share? And I know you are too, Jess. What do you guys want to share with the people of Reggae Redemption who will see this because it lives in perpetuity on the Facebook page?
Hey, just thank you. Thank you for having us on and for
Yeah,
helping
man.
spread the message. And yes, that you can't beat reggae music.
You can't. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite artist, Lucas,
Ah,
or
I have
favorite
a
tune?
favorite. I have a favorite song.
What is
I
it?
am that I am.
Woo! Peter Tosh. Yes.
But there's so many great songs out there. It's hard to pick one. Exodus is beautiful too.
Yeah.
Exodus,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Good
Redemption
stuff.
song. There's some good ones out there.
Good stuff, Jess. Any like you're I know you don't have a favorite because you love it all, but I'm going to give you the same opportunity.
No, I do love it all.
Exactly.
I love Buju Banton. I think I've said that on your thing before.
Absolutely.
I'm still
And
learning.
Queen Omega. I know you're a Queen Omega fan.
Oh, yeah, I love Queen Omega.
And
What a
Article
great-
Sound System. You guys like
Yeah.
these are folks that I want my audience to know. You all are, first of all, Well Fed is a sponsor of Reggae Redemption, and so we are partners in this. This is not just me having folks on the vlog and let's make some noise and talk about whatever. These are folks who are part of our community, Reggae Redemption family, and I'm just glad to have you both, Jess and Lucas, on the vlog today. And I will have you again as this develops. And the one thing I know that we didn't talk about that I'll close with that I think is important is that you all have been invited to some film festivals, and this film has shown well outside our area. Correct, Jess?
Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, we were in the Raleigh Art and Film Festival this past year. We're also at the International Vegan Film Festival. We won the award for Best Nutrition Film. So we're happy to do that and kind of spread that word internationally. The film festival was in Toronto, Canada. So good exposure for the message.
With more to come. Lucas, I'm going to give you the last word. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I also want to give a shout out to Mystic Vibrations because they have a little track. They have a little track behind our promo
Your ad
that is aired weekly on your show. So love Mystic Vibrations too.
Rick Williams, who is the founding father, lead vocalist, and manager of that band, will be happy to hear that. And the title of that tune, and it is such a cool way to close this interview, is that the title of the tune is Life is Complete. And so is this interview. But this journey that we're all on to wellness as it relates to what we take into our bodies is far from over. I thank you both for your time today in this interview. And we'll meet again, I'm sure. All right, guys?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.